brand new one. I literally wrote this about 2 days ago, so it's a work in progress. If it dies on its arse, it's my fault, not yours. However, I'm going to sort of slightly spread the responsibility around because there's going to be some audience participation. And if that bit dies on its arse, that's down to you. Basically, what this is, it's about David Attenborough. And he was treated like a saint, but actually, I know David Attenborough, and he's not a saint, right? He's not a saint. He sometimes gets up to no good. And sometimes, David Attenborough needs to be told off, right? And we need to do it with a certain amount of gusto, otherwise he's just not going to learn. Okay, so at the end of each verse, and you've all got to do this or it ain't going to work, we've all got to go, Bad David Attenborough. Right, the end. And you've got to do, let's have a practice. 1, 2, 3. Bad David Attenborough. Fantastic. I think we can do it about half a dozen times. I'll point anyway when we get there. But you have to do it with gusto, or he's not going to learn, okay? And he needs to learn. So, here we go. David Attenborough did a big poo on my lawn. And he seems to harbour absolutely no regret at all. He swaggered up the garden and I shuddered to my core. And now I find it hard to watch Blue Planet anymore. Bang! David Attenborough! Once David Attenborough snuck into my car while I was unloading the shopping, the door ajar. He fell asleep on the parcel shelf because he's a lazy lout. It took a ton of snacks and half my day to coax him out. Bang! David Attenborough! David Attenborough once leapt into my unsuspecting lap. I should have shooed him off, but I was too slow to react. I made disgruntled noises in the hope he'd get the gist. He stuck his sharp claws in my thigh, looked up at me and hissed. Bad David Attenborough. David Attenborough gleefully disembowels a pigeon on my driveway. Pieces of it strewn about like some ghastly avian buffet. Noticing my horror, he turns to me and scoffs. Pigeon blood and feathers stuck around his soft old chops. Bad David Attenborough. David Attenborough perched upon my garden wall in a pose suggesting that he thought it wasn't mine at all, but his, and sneering down as if he thought me of a lower class, with one leg high up in the air and his tongue, well, you know where his tongue's gone. Bang, David Attenborough! David Attenborough's a menace. He leaves me seething grumpily, and he's ruined swathes of nature documentaries for me. He's the aged terror of our street, the villain of our locale. He prowls around on garage roofs all bloody night and howls. Bad David Attenborough! David Attenborough's ruined my life. I'm not exaggerating. It's all down to my neighbours, all these visions propagated. I can't separate them in my mind, the feline and the chap. I told them David Attenborough's a daft name for a cat. Bad David Attenborough! We weren't expecting to do that tonight, were we?